The strides we've made, we've continuously seen improvements. So our goal in Atlanta was to beat Atlanta and win the event. Our goal in LA was to beat Atlanta and win the event. We beat Atlanta. We were so close to winning the event. It was 3 of our guys' first finals. I think everyone accepted that. There were no doubt. Like, I don't think any player had a doubt in their mind after that event that we were going to win championships.
Stepping like a concrete mixer, all these odd thoughts flicker while these soft parts flutter. Churning all that glitter ain't gold by the digits, so they got 'em in the gutter. You will find it where the road hits the rubber stamp. Hold to the underbelly, fall with the upper hand, please. I tell myself, breathe, tell you part of my reach. I thread the needle through the heart of the dream and see what part of it bleeds.
We're at the Western Bonaventure, preparing for our day, preparing for our match against the Seattle Surge. Just woke up, but we're ready to go.
Get the kicks on camera. Ooh. Backside, 2 different colors. Can't let my enemies know which step I'm taking next, baby.
Felt really good about the group. I mean, we knew OpTic was looking pretty decent going into the event. They were playing well against us online. We didn't really have too much worry for Seattle and LAG, so we felt really good going into the group.
Going to that first day, I mean, we were feeling pretty confident. Scrims were going really good online before the event, so we just kind of had to come in, take care of business, and I think the matches went according to how we thought they would, so I mean, it was nothing new to us.
I'm ready. It's game time. We're ready. We're feeling good.
Minnesota RØKKR in a great spot this weekend. Could potentially be a dark horse at the event, maybe even make a final as well. Excited to see exactly what Minnesota RØKKR we get this weekend in LA.
I mean, it's the final thing for me, right? They've solidified in my mind. They're an elite team. They're at the top of their game. Now they just have to prove that they can win. Minnesota, I'm expecting to be a team that will be in that clear-cut top 4 range. And right now, Minnesota just doing a fantastic job of staying alive. It seems just being annoying up top, and that means the kills are going to come easy when you get your teammates in the spot you want.
And tell you what, whoever that is inside the hill for Minnesota has done so well. I believe that was actually Assault. Just managed to dance between the nades and the shot, stayed alive, still has his presence in the hill. We will see a lead change come through. Advantage Minnesota once again.
Question is, can Minnesota get the break? RØKKR just slaying out this game. 26 kills, trying to get a couple more, but Carmen's there for the trades. The pressure inside the hill. Now it's the SMG's turn. Alex is able to find one, including his teammate. He's the lone man up and wins the big gunfight on Slack.
Oh, he read that so well. Silly's still inside. Silly's still there, alive. He'll find one and an assist. A chance that should be GG game 1. Being very disciplined, very sneaky, but he's gonna fall. Seattle Surge. Is this gonna be an epic comeback? The contest still there, it doesn't matter. A seam storms through the front door, and Minnesota close out game number 1. RØKKR needs to at least find 2 here to try and level out the playing field. He'll find the first, that's Karma pre-fires. Slack, did he get down the door? No, he didn't, but the flank is coming through. RØKKR may need some help, and the help comes in the form of a seam. Meanwhile, Octane on site drops, and that is just a beautiful play from RØKKR. He read the situation perfectly and executed what needed to be done for Minnesota to win the round.
Just a hell of a power position coming in from RØKKR as well.
App's waiting so patiently. He's in such a good spot. So is Octane. They can collapse in on this site. And if they do it at the same time, if they do it with dead silence, this could be absolute chaos for Minnesota as Asim tries to be the playmaker. App again finds himself a kill. The trade doesn't come through. Silly drops. Octane does fall. Now it's down. Assault and RØKKR in a 2v3. Apathy, Panda, and Slack still alive for Seattle.
Not a lot of time on the clock. The first kill is in Assault with the gunny. Slack go for the trade. He's able to get 2. They shut him down for the round 11 win. And on St. Petrograd, it is going to be a dogfight for that B flag. We've casted maps where it takes a full 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes for either team to get a clear-cut advantage. This is Minnesota just saying, hey, all right, we accidentally gave you a search and destroy. We're just going to floor you into domination and blow you out as much as you possibly can.
Just want to give credit to Alex as well. He started off with that double kill. He hasn't really slowed down since then. 13-5, he lies currently. 5 seconds left, and already a 40-point lead has developed for Minnesota RØKKR in that first half. That was almost flawless, Chance. It's coming from Minnesota. They finally decide that, yep, now's the time to cap B. Got RX, a cheeky little circle. Panda shut down. B will be cleared. And just like that, Minnesota RØKKR back in the driver's seat.
And I will say, for as far as domination goes, if you want to build any bit of momentum for Minnesota, they just got all of it. You can't even be excited because they figured out they won 3.5 minutes ago.
Wait for his teammates and try and contest at very least. And unfortunately for RØKKR, he does fall. So that's going to leave Slack completely by himself. The kill feed, all purple. Slack dancing and dancing between the shots. But luckily for Seattle, they've spawned close.
Now Alex up top, just trying to be main Slayer. He is not expecting to get these spawns for like the future hills. He's just trying to make sure he stays alive, and so far so good.
I mean, he's 18-9.
The well-oiled machine of Minnesota got RX 27 kills to his name on the 7th spree to close off the game. Him and Alex, the playground they just put on in Hardpoint.
Oh, yeah.
They made it look easy.
Go.
Yes, free one.
It was definitely a bit of a weird day on that Saturday. We won that first match, and then we basically had a 8-hour gap between our next match, so we didn't really know what to do. We kind of went, got some food at different places. Some people went back and just played free-for-all and shot like 4,000 bots. So we ended up being a bit burnt out come that match later that night.
Honestly, that big gap between the Seattle and the OpTic match was a killer. Not only like we were the second match of the day, I'm pretty sure. So we had all woken up around 7 a.m. and then OpTic was the 4th match, so they obviously woke up later in the day. And then on top of that, we had an 8-hour break in between.
After that 8-hour wait, like it's hard to just just get back in the swing of things, like pick up our intensity right away. So I think we just came out really flat in that series after that 8-hour wait.
We're not expecting great things from this OpTic Gaming team in this series, but that means that they get the opportunity to prove us wrong.
So OpTic Gaming, chaining a couple of hills together, they could earn themselves quite a sizable lead.
An extra few seconds here, an extra few seconds there, but every rotation, this is now 4 hills in a row where OpTic Gaming have had the advantage over the RØKKR.
Bear in mind, if Minnesota do get this time, it might not even be a favorable spawn heading into the first hill of the last rotation.
We'll see how it plays out, because right now OpTic Gaming, the feed is theirs. They're inside the point. 3 more and it's theirs. Minnesota close to the hill, but not for long enough. OpTic Gaming on the board.
The trade comes through. Assault got RX now for a 2 versus 4. They make it the 2v3, but it may be short-lived. Got RX sniffed out. Assault 1v3 to keep Minnesota alive here in game 2.
Just got to kill the guy off bomb, but it's going to get planted, and the gunfight doesn't go his way. OpTic Gaming right now, a different animal than what we have seen so far this year.
Maybe, actually, even a trip cap.
And this is big. I mean, they're down by, what, 30 points? They hold the trip cap even for a little bit. They're just going to chisel away at this lead. Minnesota are getting spawn trapped. Quavo's looking over top from one angle, and you got the RØKKR. It's 3 players trying to force their way through to blue, and they are getting slayed out, Ben.
This is very bad for Minnesota RØKKR. All your hard work diminishing before your eyes, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. There you go. They have them completely pinned. Minnesota spawning P1, and OpTic Gaming know about it. This is how you execute a perfect trip cap on this map. This is a different look OpTic Gaming, and OpTic Gaming, to be frank, we have not seen all season long. OpTic Gaming dominate Minnesota RØKKR.
I think even if we played to our potential, that series still would have been close. Like, I give OpTic credit. I think they've gotten a lot better, so hats off to them. But yeah, that series just wasn't us at all. Like, we just came up flat, comms weren't good, teamwork was off, like just everything.
I don't think anyone was crazy concerned. I remember, I was smiling after we lost to OpTic. I was just like, it's whatever. Like, we're gonna smoke whoever we play tomorrow and we'll be in finals. I think the whole team knew that that's where we were gonna end up, but I don't think anyone was sort of set back by that loss.
Chance Sunday. It's 9/18 and I feel great. We're gonna play Seattle, and then we're gonna play FaZe, and then we're gonna play the Dallas or OpTic.
Going up against Seattle, we just felt super confident because even though we won the last series, we knew we could have done a lot better in that one, so we kind of just went out guns firing. We knew we wouldn't make the same mistakes in the S&D, and we kind of just steamrolled them.
Just look at the score right now. 37 points already on board, and they're going to get the final 15 unless they get naded out the hill because Seattle is so passive trying to set up for the next hill.
And it's so important to emphasize that has to be the trade-off, right? If you're not able to get those spawns, if you're not able to rotate early enough and secure and lock down a money hill, just turn the first one into a money hill, right? And then all of a sudden, yes, it doesn't matter Seattle have spawn control because you've managed to get 56 points off the first hill.
They've been so dominant on this hill that RØKKR has already rotated over towards the new hill, and he's going to have a little bit of teammate support. There's a lot of pressure from Seattle, but getting dealt with one by one.
This is a massive play from RØKKR if he can sniff out the last player. You have to deal with RØKKR, who's still alive. Looking to shut down one more. He's going to get that kill as well. RØKKR, he's just in such great form right now. Karma's going to be there. Another one potentially for RØKKR to find. Just such good play from Minnesota RØKKR. Again, the kill feed, all purple. Assault's put himself in a great spot to just be a nuisance. If nothing else, the hard point takes, and Minnesota RØKKR take game one in an emphatic fashion.
Another spawn snipe.
He's camera shy. No, he's not. All right, that works. Slack falls, first blood, Minnesota RØKKR. The intent is mid-map, and RØKKR is on fire, 5 in a row.
And now just all this pressure on the A side. Alex has a bunch of players he's going to need to deal with. Dead silence is popped on after, but you go through the door, you get spotted.
What a read!
Reed is able to find two, looking for the third, but Apathy shuts him down.
Alex again, first blood. I mean, he's just a man on a mission right now. A scene in a spot of bother, goes for the reach out. Didn't really have much choice. Alex with another double this round. May as well just turn this into Alex camp, to be completely honest with you, because he's finding every single kill. The flank will come through. Silly with one, teammates find the rest. Doesn't matter. Minnesota RØKKR was that dominant. 6-2.
And this is the perfect setup they have. They got RØKKR in the power position. Silly's going to be up top, Bell to watch control. So RØKKR only has to stare at the bottom. And then you have a guy that checked out mid. But Seattle, they have no real lanes they can run through. You try to sneak through the top, it's going to be Alex that deals with you. You go through the middle of the map, that's where Silly's at. You try to get him towards B, that's going to be RØKKR. But RØKKR actually does fall. But even still, Seattle, they get past one power position. Silly's in number 2.
Minnesota doing such a good job of prolonging that fight over towards A, and RØKKR is going to be there, and he'll find one at least. He's going to clear the cap. RØKKR with the double.
Not enough from the Seattle Surge. Minnesota are going to get the hot 3-0.
Minnesota RØKKR 3-0 to book their ticket into bracket play.
Let's get it, baby. Let's get it, baby.
Feeling good. We get a rematch against FaZe. That was the 3-0 against Seattle that we should have had yesterday. So, feels good.
Everyone in their own head was like, all right, we finally have our rematch against Atlanta. We felt like we should beat them the first time. So, like, this is our chance to prove that we are the better team. So, I think that was just everyone's mindset going into that match.
Our favorite part about the event was being able to play FaZe again, especially after like getting reverse swept by them last time. We pretty much absolutely had to beat them.
Doing good. Got our rematch again. It's time to get her done. Get her done. Word to Larry the Cable Guy.
It's the second semi-final of the evening, and up next is going to be a great game. Atlanta FaZe going up against Minnesota RØKKR.
The last time, well, the only time these guys have played, it went to a game 5. Minnesota started the series 2-0 up. And like the weakest game mode FaZe has is domination, where they've lost 2 maps rather than just 1, but that's where they kicked off the reverse sweep to take Minnesota down. But it has been Minnesota that have pushed this team the farthest. With a team like Minnesota, it's so tough to play against. When 2 guys are constantly in your face, you finally get past them, and then there's guys across the map gunning you with the M4.
Well, Azir Cave will be map number 1.
Approach 3 players starting to creep their way forward.
And this is a great setup for Minnesota RØKKR. It's absolutely perfect, to be completely honest with you. 3 players fall already. They will soak up so much of this early hill time.
So you can see the player crosses. He just needs to hang out. The smoke, though, blocking off one line of sight. Sim's able to find a kill, and now the ARs, you can see, having so much trouble just worrying about that little tunnel push. But, of course, the damage is just enough to get FaZe near the hard point. But FaZe, again, job is done. They got Minnesota out. Yes, Selim's in the power position, and he was getting 5 kills, but RØKKR is going to clean him up. And again, yes, FaZe get that early rotation, but Minnesota do a great job of just keeping him out for as long as possible.
Because that push is going to come through, and I'd be very surprised to see Alex kill both, maybe one, but a double kill probably not going to happen unless he gets perfect timing. He collapses through, and there's the double from Alex. A huge play for the Minnesota RØKKR. Essentially, you can win the game on the first hill. You may not even see P2, but the kills keep coming through. Silly finds himself 3. That's 6 in a row for him, 3 in a row for RØKKR, and Minnesota RØKKR, they can almost touch the finish line of game 1.
And their job is done on this first hill. RØKKR with 3. Alex and his team get the next 2.
And one player snuck through. Number 4, it's Silly again. He's been a menace on the map so far in the first game, and no one's looking for him. Major Maniac doesn't know he's there. Priesta tags him up. Silly doing a good job of just staying alive. Buying time for his teammates, and Silly wins the fight. Priesta will fall. And now it comes down to his teammates pushing through the front door. Atlanta FaZe, do you have what it takes to break? Or will Minnesota RØKKR take game 1? As we now head over to a gun runner search and destroy, our game 2 in this series. We also both agreed that Minnesota RØKKR is a team that could potentially find themselves in a final here this weekend. Well, 2 more maps, and that will be the case. He knows the pinch is coming through. Such a good read from Asim. He will fall, but the trade is there. Minnesota RØKKR, the post-plant positioning. Silly has to find this kill quickly with just 25 seconds on the clock. He pushes forward. He does shut him down. It's a 2v1, and Sims completely moves spot. This is not where you would expect him to be with a sniper rifle. The problem is he doesn't have full bomb check. Now he's been spotted with 15 seconds. All RØKKR needs is his teammate to push forward. It's Silly. Just distract him long enough. That's all you have to do. Winning the gunfight helps. Minnesota RØKKR take the lead, 3-2. Atlanta FaZe wanting to defuse this bomb, but the flank comes through at the end. Now it's Assault for the 1v3. He finds 2. He's in a great spot, but with 18 seconds left and no dead silence, bear that in mind. He's going to have to rely heavily on finding this next kill to his right-hand side, or can he find Sim through the smoke as he pokes up? He's not going to do it! Salian forces the fight! Bomb defused! Atlanta FaZe steal game 2 away.
And FaZe is one of the only teams to actually do this, to go for the C flag and try to be annoying like that, and that just chips away at the lead that, well, Minnesota doesn't even have. Silly doing his best job that he can, but again, FaZe, all that pressure they've kept in the back, the ARs on point, Selman, Major Maniac having themselves a nice little game, but Asim trying to respond in kind, but this is just a lot of time that FaZe has been able to get with that 2 flag cap.
They gave Minnesota RØKKR absolutely nothing, and look at the effect it's had on this map. The lead now is massive. It's out of control. Map 3 is done and dusted. Atlanta FaZe will take the lead.
This is what you've been preparing for Minnesota for the past few weeks. How do we take this FaZe team down?
The coaching staff on both these 2 teams is honestly elite. Exquisite. Yeah, elite. Really, really fantastic staff and supporting staff to have behind your starting roster.
And RØKKR wins a big gunfighting corner.
And honestly, at this point, credit to Minnesota RØKKR for keeping this as close as it is. 105-96. It's going to be Atlanta FaZe with early control of the hill, but Minnesota RØKKR again knocking on the front door of the hill. They'll retake control.
Minnesota right now, ton of pressure as well. You got players getting the cutoff kills at mid-map, and the smokes are going to allow you to contest for a second or just fly through and try to win the gunfights, but you got Silly and Assault, the world champ duo, on the tunnel, heady, ready for the kill. And it seems like so many of these hardpoint maps, the RØKKR just have one hill that they just dominate the other team on. Again, this B2 hill, they've gotten what, effectively, not 2 full 60s because of contest time, but this is where they've had the most success.
We head to Barbershop. It's Atlanta FaZe inside the hill.
Silly, again, just playing like a monster this entire series. He is 24-15, Ben, playing again at that world champ form.
8 seconds, you gotta go if you're Atlanta. Salim shut down, Minnesota RØKKR, tied game, RØKKR push it out, they take it, or do they? They do! They do! Minnesota RØKKR, for the 2nd time in a row, take Atlanta FaZe to a game 5. Again, to reiterate the story, Atlanta FaZe have only lost this once, and it was to Minnesota RØKKR.
And if a hunter down, he's going to be able to hear him as well. Free kill on a beast, but now he needs to support his team because Major Maniac played aggressive on the side.
He has to get there quickly because Salim and Major Maniac are collapsing in. Asim wins 1, it falls to Major Maniac. He's not going to get it. And Minnesota RØKKR, despite the 3v5 in round 1, take the round anyway. Defensively, your setup at B is almost perfect, and if RØKKR can find a snipe, which he can at A, this could be bad news for Atlanta FaZe, or maybe not. Simp with the counter snipe. If that kill comes through, you can rotate this bomb straight to A if need be. A flurry of quick kills come through. No rotation will come through because the bomb goes down. Simp and Celium make that Simp for the 1v4. He falls. Minnesota RØKKR retake control of this game 5. Going up against a player who's so good with the sniper rifle, you have to respect it. As RØKKR shows you why. You peek for a split second and you fall. Assault shuts down a BZ as well. Silly will fall. The headshot comes through. The double kill from Priest, but the trade is in. Minnesota RØKKR, one more round. Simp has fallen. Abizi, Celium, and Priesta up. Priesta drops as well. It's a perfect start to this round for Minnesota RØKKR. Almost stayed perfect as Abizi finds one. The challenge from Assault is enough. Celium tagged up. One shot has to scurry away. Spot RØKKR. Both players one shot. Assault clips Celium. And that is all she wrote. Minnesota RØKKR, you're heading to today's final.
I got a first one every offense, bro. Bro, your first final. Good shit. Bro, game 5, I literally first blood him every offense in his box. Always me and Sim having kills. I was like, in my mind, I was like,
Everyone felt insane after that FaZe match. They were kind of the team that everyone was like, no one's going to beat them. They're way too good. I mean, you even saw their matches earlier in the tournament. They 3-0'd Dallas. They 3-0'd Florida. I mean, they were looking pretty unstoppable. And then we came out, got that win. It felt awesome. It was kind of, you know, the revenge tour after our loss against them in Atlanta.
The emotions were really high. Everyone was very hyped, very happy. By me personally, I was very excited for Jerome, Alex, and ASIM being in the first finals.
We just gotta stay composed this map. Make sure you're breathing and make sure you're relaxed.
Yeah, deep breaths. Home map.
Like, especially before the map, just slow down your breaths before the map and it'll set you in a clear mindset going into it.
Ready? Stay focused.
Deep through your nose, and then when you think you can't do any more, one more, and then just
This guy definitely goes yoga.
Side out.
This guy definitely
Wait, Brian,
goes yoga.
start stretching them out.
Bro, I'm down, dude. I can. RØKKR on 3, baby. 1, 2, 3, RØKKR!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your grand final of the evening. LA, let me hear you. Are you ready? Let's send it over to your casters. It's Maven and Merc. 5 seconds to go. Let's get into it. The Los Angeles home series final, Empire RØKKR. Here comes the first push for Dallas. 2 players goes down, but you still have Shotzi inside, but there's just so many of those purple X-rays around him. Yeah, but you can see what Dallas is trying to do. They're trying to keep him stuck in this back pocket when we rotate back over to Bridge. Placer with this M4, trying to finish this kill. Not able to do so. Alex, really quick with that MP5, shuts him down. Yeah, money got messy, but now you have that 70-point lead. But this has to turn into a good hill for Minnesota. All of Dallas just break on through. They could win it right here. They can still technically win it here. There comes the clear. Now they've got 3 players inside. They might be able to do it if they can line them up at the back door, but RØKKR makes the play. There's the final couple kills. There's the final couple points. Empire, get it done in ruins. And this is a map that Dallas has not played yet in an official match. So they are 0-0, where Minnesota 2-2 overall. We've seen it a few times from them this weekend already. In a tournament yet. There's the hit. No hit marker this time around. It's the flick through for RØKKR. Can they clutch it here? Ooh, some nice damage into a seam, but can't quite finish him off. Trey makes his way forward, hits him. I mean, he puts a lot of damage into both. Just can't get either kill. RØKKR with a nice team shot. Now hit markers for either side. Huko's bouncing out like a rabbit. Yes, that is a bad guy. Alex is just lying prone behind this table chair combo. Plays like double looking at it. Yeah, he's like, what? Is that him? Yeah. Or is that a cat? It's Alex. It's Alex. And he's thinking about round 2, maybe dinner entree. Silly then with the headshots. Wraps it back. It's just Shotzi. Such a big moment for RØKKR. Yeah, and Shotzi's in a bit of an off angle right now. Inside little pillars. Is he going to expect him here? I don't know if he will. Yeah, you see it? But Shotzi almost shoots a little too early. 1v1.
and Dallas takes a 2-0 lead.
Me personally, I was feeling confident we'd still come back and win the series.
We knew if we were able to take that Game 3 dom, we felt super confident going to Hackney Yard as we always are, and we would force the Game 5.
RØKKR, though, not out of it. But for the most part, I mean, we've seen them against FaZe, they go up early in series, right? The question is, can they close it out? I'm trying to think if we've seen them in a big hole they have to climb out of like this that jumps to my mind.
But this is what Minnesota wants. They want an AB control. You saw the trap you can put Dallas in. Now Assault in a strong position with that AR.
And RØKKR backs him up, so that'll be 4 down for Empire. At that time, though, I think it's Alex that pushes through for a neutral at C. He wins his one-on-one against Illy as well. He actually takes down 2.
Still, though, Minnesota hanging on, even behind those ridiculous kills.
Come on, Minnesota. We've had all 3 O's in the finals. Can we get to a 4th map? I believe, RØKKR. I believe.
And, well, why you believe? 3 go down, Shotzi.
I still believe.
You still believe, all right. But you see what happens. When they die middle of the map, it opens up vent room. That's where Dallas, where they wanted to flood out, but that's going to be 3 down for them.
This looks good now. You're spawning deep if you're Empire. RØKKR just have to hold this 2-cap and they get the win. But it reminds you of when Empire had to make the crazy plays against OpTic. They need one good push to shut all of this down. Silly flying forward, dead silence though. It's almost there. He does.
That's going to be it.
He gets the neutral. That should close it out.
Game 4.
And for the first time in the short history of the Call of Duty League Home Series Finals, we're going to see a map 4. I believe, RØKKR, you did it. I'm sorry to the Empire fans.
I never said that. You just made that up.
What'd I make up?
You said I didn't believe it.
Oh, no. I believe. I said I believe.
Yeah, but then you said I did it.
Oh, yeah. You might not have. Tournament's not over yet. It's RØKKR that go huge over the final 2 minutes to get the map 3 W and extend this series. What is left in the tank for RØKKR? You had a crazy map 5 series against FaZe. You now poised to go the distance against Empire. What do you have left?
The slaying power has to be there. RØKKR, Alex, you need your superstars. Alex right away. Gonna find first blood, but we know Hackney Yard, right? You want to control the right side of the map, but Asim just trying to bust on through.
Look at the kill feed, all purple. As RØKKR bounce back, they now take the lead. Asim, the frustration's maybe gone now as he gets 3 kills in a row.
I mean, they didn't do much at Tire Shop, but here at Smokestacks, they are putting on a clinic.
And another lead change. RØKKR now in
back
front.
and forth.
Yeah, it could not be more back and forth. Hard point after hard point. Alex is gonna, I believe, try to take the gunfight at the top of the map, either towards Play or Shotzi, and look for any kind of opening.
Alex is destroying right now, man. He is on point. He's already had 22 kills on the map.
Can they get through the early setup from Empire? The RØKKR chance behind him. Can it be fuel to get the breakthrough? Here we go. Alex with the opening kill. Now they start to fly on in. It's going to be Silly that soars through first. He's going to drop.
This is where you want to Assault. Oh, if he can get that second one.
First time where someone strings together multiple hard points.
Yeah, the pressure's on Minnesota right now, though.
Empire puts it 25 points away. Now RØKKR, you need this time. You can't get broken, and somehow you've got to get dock spawns.
Now they have to focus on the hill. They have to focus on the hill. They're getting all the kills they need.
God.
Alex is on a streak. Asim's on a streak. Assault's on a streak.
Oh my God, that was textbook. That was perfect. But there's still so much time remaining here. Assault lines them up as Assault gets 3. Though. Once Empire get blessed with the spawn towards Docks, and look how far out RØKKR are spawning.
All right, you have time. You have to group up. RØKKR's got a big kill towards the middle of the map on Clay. They are going to be 5 seconds away from sending us to a map 5, but it comes down to 1 or 2 pushes. We know how hard it is to break this. Hook and Alien Shotzi, oh no, shutting it down. That's all 5 dead.
All dead.
Oh, the spawns.
They're not done yet, though. One final push for one final contest. The tournament is decided here.
They got a kill.
And Illy's there up top. They got him out of the hard point. They might still be able to get in. They gotta fly. Go, go, go. Get in. They're able to get in. Everybody is into the point. 247. 247. It's madness inside. RØKKR. They do it. They do it. They do it. It's RØKKR with the win. It's map
Us breaking into that P5 would have been impossible without Sim. Sim killed the only person blocking the yellow spawn. Sim threw a nade and opened the kill up on the hill, forcing their player top 3 story to rotate down. He almost single-handedly opened that hill up for us, and I don't think he got very much recognition for that. I think after that happened, hill popped white, and everyone just started 5-flooding. Brian and I looked at each other and just said, oh, well, I can't believe this just happened.
The wide range of emotions throughout this, but let's see it from Silly. There it is. Ah, I hope you're loving this. What a series it is. It's insane. It's map 5. It's our first map 5 ever of a home series final. Don't go anywhere to crown a champ.
All right, and if you take a look at that map record so far on this one, feeling good if you're Dallas. You're 2-1. The Minnesota side, 1-3. That's a tough one.
It is time. Here we go, everybody. Map 5 finals time. Empire RØKKR. Who will be the last squad standing? Can Assault and Nassim do it in the 2v3? Nassim goes soaring right into green. Can't take it down. Now to Assault in a 1v3. That's a big gunfight win, but there's so little time to work with. He spotted Crimson.
Oh, no.
Oh, he puts one into his forehead.
Needs one more bullet.
That was a 3v3. You've just got to win if you're RØKKR. First step done. Illy down. But with 30 seconds remaining, you still have to work a plant. You've got one player watching the cross and Shotzi. Big win from Assault. Last guy will drop. RØKKR had to get a round win.
Yeah, much needed.
They slow it down on offense. They get the picks. Good cohesive push.
I like this. Now go. Now you go if you're Dallas. Yep, now you set up the pinch. The pinch comes through. Beautifully done by Dallas. And that is going to be it. 2 rounds away.
Can't quite finish it due to the barrel cover from Alex. The bomb will get planted. The double challenge through. Perfect from RØKKR. As they stay in it.
It's all down to the retake. It's a 1v3 for Assault. That's it.
Assault is down. And with the defuse for Illy and the smile from Shotzi, we have ourselves a new champ. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Dallas Empire, the victors of your Los Angeles home series event.
Everyone was just extremely upset. I think everyone was just kind of sitting there in like disbelief that we beat Atlanta and then ended up losing the finals the way we did. Like, no disrespect to Dallas, they're a great team. Just teams expect, like, if you were to beat Atlanta, like the team to beat Atlanta should probably win the event because Atlanta's like the best team in the game and whatnot. So, just knowing that we probably beat the best team in the game, then to lose finals like that, just pretty feeling.
Bro, we showed the utmost composure for a team where 3 of us haven't been in finals in any game, let alone this one. Brought it all the way back from 0-2. We're down in the Dom, brought it back. We lost because of the searches. The fact that we brought that back like that speaks volumes about us. 3 young-ass players.
We've improved our placement every single.
First finals ever. They had already been in one this game. They were up. There's no shot we lose another one as long as we keep improving like we have been. Done. I'm so proud of you guys.
I was very proud of all 3 of Jerome, Alex, and Asim for performing the way they did in the finals. I mean, it's a great feeling seeing the young guys do that in the first ever finals, having the composure to fight back, being down 0-2. I put this tournament loss heavily on me. I think I underperformed to my standards. I think it's probably time to have probably the worst event, in my opinion, of my career. So, they were that close to winning, and I feel like I didn't play to my potential, but we'll be back.
Bro, every event we make improvements, but next time we're gonna.
I'm proud of them regardless. Everybody's shown resilience and everybody's worked really hard for us to get to the point that we're at right now. I'm glad they actually remain strong and, power through being down 2-0, where I've been on a lot of teams where you have at least one player who pretty much mentally checks out whenever stuff like that happens. So it's nice that everybody still continues to work hard and really go for the win, even though we're at a deficit.
Usually after a loss like that, on past teams, people just go their own ways, kind of just isolate themselves after a loss like that. But it's great to see that everyone kind of put it behind them after an hour of chilling and came together and we were just having fun like we normally do, just vibing, just, doing stuff with the bros.
When everything's said and done, you can either sit there and dwell on it, or you can move on and just look forward to the future. And I mean, that's all we could do, and that's all we're gonna do. I mean, right now, we don't know when the next time we're gonna be on that stage is, but we do know when we do get the chance to be up there, we are going to be holding the trophy at the end of the weekend.
Four days after the LA event, as part of the response to the COVID-19 pandemic, CDL announced that the remaining matches scheduled for the regular season would be moving to an online format. And in the days that followed, everybody's lives have changed to some degree. I couldn't be more proud of everything that our players, our coaches, our staff have accomplished over the past few months. Watching this team come together and watching the fans rally around them has been nothing short of amazing. We know online matches won't be exactly the same for the players or for the fans, but the nature of what we do allows us to continue the season, and it's important that we do it. Sports has always been something for a community to rally around, something to provide people with a diversion from the stress of everyday life, whatever that might be. If Minnesota RØKKR, our team, can provide people with some positivity during a tough time, can make people laugh, can make someone smile, take their mind off of things for a few minutes, that's exactly what we'll do.